It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Thiel's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. And Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Seattle.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Hunter Henry taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, pushing his way through. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Running with Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On the ground, Kamara, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, this is Kamara. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time you got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
7-yard line.
And the ball is knocked out. Could have been a costly costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Second and short now following the fumble. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Carson, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Vikings 14, Seahawks 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
5 at the 7-yard line.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This is Carson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's right back the 6. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. Austin's got it left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And they're in the field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
The 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd down, Carson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Herb Smith, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, it's Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's got some space here. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 24, Vikings 21. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. Midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
on 1st down. Carson, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
taken down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tavon Austin, 45 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Vikings 24.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, The ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates, the worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Carson, the ball kick.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
At the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
One call remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cole Richardson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Kamara. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
It's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the old pass completion for no gain. Not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Back down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run for it with Carson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. An inside give. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On third down, it's Carson, and flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So a big tight end holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Carson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.